I woke her up, so she gave me that with it.
Are these the original floor?
I'm sorry.
This,
Oh, no, we had, this building was about to cave in, and they tore out the original floor, and it was just dirt underneath it. The original floor was caving in, and some places you didn't want to walk over it.
yeah.
Because it was just, and they poured a great big slab where the dirt is, I guess dug down, put pylons in and stuff, and braced the outer walls, and pulled them inward, because that wall was going that way, the one out there was going that way. And they couldn't keep doing that very long.
Right.
And so thank God they say that the city was just gonna knock it down, because they couldn't afford to do anything with it.
Well, that would be a shame.
Our group got together and got people to donate, and then, because we wanted to keep it going for people that tour through, and there were a lot of people who were interested in touring it.
Oh, sure.
They've been ashamed to have this thing torn down. So I'm hoping they're right, they got it all shored up, because I don't want it falling on me. Now, this is a piece of the original floor. That bench is made out of it, the joist anyway, that went across. Some of them were still good enough to use. Most of the wood was pretty rotten, but some of them, and they would sell those. Or people would pay donations if we had to have one of those. So that's a few of them that they kept for the jail. And we kept at least 2 of them. I think we have 2 of them. And
What is
this
that?
is to keep the water from getting in this new floor. They put this down back in the summer. And they got it, put it down, so they need to make sure we don't get any moisture in it.
Oh, that's
What do
the
you
big-
live
Yeah, dehumidifier. Got one in each room. That thing sure sucks the water out of here. It's impressive how well they work.
Wow.
I gotta constantly empty them.
That's an interesting period piece of furniture.
Yeah, that's some
Yeah.
stuff that was in here earlier, and when we did the floor, we had to take everything out, and everything got in disarray, and now where some of it's, we can't find where we put it all, but they had that rocker just sitting outside. I put it in here. I said, well, that's a shame that
Yeah.
it
it's
rained down and
nice.
stuff. This stuff was put stored, but that there wasn't. I said, I like that rocker there. I think they was thinking about just throwing it away, but I said, it looks good there.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, they had.
We're in the Llano
paranormal investigators
Jail Museum.
here. One of them sat in that chair. I watched the video that they put on YouTube. If you look at paranormal investigations, and one of them sitting in their chair, they're trying to talk to the ghost.
Uh-huh.
So,
Really?
Wow.
I'm like, it's funny, I was like, did you hear that, did you hear that? That's what we're kind of making fun of, but I do believe there's kind of something going on here at times. This would have been the kitchen, and where Aunt Dolly would have cooked for the prisoners and all the other wives of the jailers, and now the last jailer was a woman, so I don't know how she did it. So, this was all stripped out to everything, cabinet stuff, so they put the floor down here, but they want to take everything back to more or less how it looked in 1895 anyway, so.
Oh, that's good.
Those cabinets were old, but they originally didn't have any of that stuff. And I think the stove was over here somewhere, the wood stove where they cooked on. And, originally they didn't have water, sewer, and electricity.
So cold.
Now,
So
this
cold.
block here in the wall, that's where they put the food for the prisoners to come down and get. Trust people to come down and get it.
Like it's the
Shoot, let it.
envelope.
and they go upstairs. Okay, that makes sense.
Look, we put it together. The sheriff would have to unlock it from behind, but we kept it locked until.
For those who are asking, we're in the Llano Jail Museum.
Oh, yeah, where to put the food, the prisoner food there, and then put,
Look at the fireplace. Oh my God. So old. Dice Tommy, si estas paredes hablaran.
sí. Oh, sí. Wow.
Mira cómo tienen las ventanas estas. Yo digo que es para que entre
El aire.
el aire.
Ah.
For the breeze.
Yeah. Some people wanted to get one in here. I was hoping to put one in here, but then again, like this.
Want to get in?
Then they put all the fixings back up to the floor instead of blocking them off, so. And this would have been the master bedroom where the.
Master bedroom.
Jailer is Yeah. I don't know, that's here, the jailer's wife, visitating, as I call it, with the ladies of the town over a cup of coffee and maybe some cookies that she baked.
Well, people were being hung upstairs.
I'm sorry.
At the same time, people were being hung upstairs. Did they hung
Maybe.
people inside or outside?
Oh, upstairs.
Upstairs.
Back in
Oh.
1895, they supposed to have put a stop to the public executions here in Texas, and they had to be indoors and private, more private. But that didn't stop them, they still had executions here. Grandpa with his son out there by the courthouse square when he was a little baby, little boy. He remembers
Wow.
that tree over there by the theater, that big old oak tree, which we did in Southern Hotel. I don't know if you know which one I'm talking about.
Yes.
Big old oak tree, he witnessed the hanging in that tree. And so when people say that around the courthouse square, those big old trees, someone had hangings in them too. And I'm not sure how legal they were. It might have just been done by, the people that just took laws into their own hand.
Vigilantes.
Yeah, that's it. These are one of the things I never could think of that word.
Well, they could have. And of course, we
Yeah.
had
Very
some
cool.
pretty,
You imagine living?
rambunctious judges in Texas.
Yeah.
No, I won't.
They may have said, we're not doing anything else, just take him out there and hang him. Just depending on what he's done.
1895.
Even legally, they were supposed to do it up here, even afterwards, I heard that they were still paying people.
Oh, I'm sure.
Ranchers, they caught somebody doing something, they sometimes just have a little mock trial or whatever. Which about,
They used to steal cattle or horses from those days.
yeah, but I heard cutting fences, there was a lot of fence cutters back then, because when the ranchers started fencing off their property, other people thought the range should be open, and they'd go around behind their back and cut the fences. And,
That didn't last long.
yeah, there was a big war, kind of a war between the ones who wanted open range and the ones who wanted to keep people off of their range, because they claimed to parts of it.
Did it ever flood, you reckon, from the river? Or did the river ever got that high?
Not in memory anyway. I'm sure it probably has the geological terms get up this high. But this is a lot of dirt under here. And I said in geological terms, that's, some of this might be sediment, so that might be why it was also settling. And the last big freeze we had in 2012, I believe it was, did something to the foundation and it made it even worse. And that's when they had police tape, what do you call it? No cross over this line around it so people would get close to it afraid it might fall on them. I said, I didn't know that. That's when I moved back to Llano. And I didn't know how bad it was. And the city was going to knock it down, but they said it was too dangerous for anyone to even get near. And
Thank goodness they did.
I know. They were giving tours right up until then, and then people checked it out. The engineers said, this is not safe. Don't need more tours in. Well, now they say it's safe. I hope they're right. They're falling on me.
Time will tell on it.
Yeah, they can write our names on a rock and say, here we lay.
Boy, there's some pretty serious beams that's on the top there.
Some pretty
Is that net?
Steel?
Oh, yeah, that's, to me, it almost looks like a hangar for a plane or something. That's original. And you'll see them up there above the jail cells also, that they're not as nice and painted like these were. They kept these kind of painted. And And I guess sandpaper or whatever they did with it, but it's original. And we still haven't got the fireplace mantles back up after they did the floor. I don't know who probably just need to, I don't know, yes. They said they put bottoms on them, I need to get checked a little bit.
Oh, one day they'll have another fundraiser and they'll get done.
Yeah, right now we're still paying off the floor we got put in, but, that's the biggie, and then they want to try to make it look more or less like it would have looked in 1895. Taking it back more or less to the end, but not gonna take it all the way back. We're still gonna have electricity.
Right.
One of the guys wanted them not even have electricity here. He said just, if we do tours after dark, they use an oil lamp, like they used back then. And I'm like, well, I'm kind of glad they kept the electricity in here. Oh, I'm sorry. This is where they use the prisoners' food. Yeah. One of them about to come down and get the food. They had a big event here.
Ooh.
They don't
This is-
go up.
I don't know.
Just be real careful and hang on to the rails.
I'll let you go first if you want, or, oh, okay.
Do what now?
Parents might not want to.
Yeah.
Little steep for them.
And I'll go behind you in case you fall way off.
You wanna go up?
I wouldn't recommend it, Jim.
No?
It's
No.
pretty steep.
Ay, cielo, it's okay.
Are you going to try to look or?
Oh, that's,
Oh, wow.
I'm hanging on to the
Share, please.
my own eyes. Wow. Well, yeah, it is cool.
Uh-huh.
Get it all underneath it, so you need to get it.
did you go to high school?
Yes, sir, I graduated in '76.
Oh, wow.
So you're a man of light also.
No, I haven't been here.
Yeah.
Smart, that's how they are. Smart.
Give me a kiss
I
and
didn't do it.
give me a kiss. Okay, come on over. Where did they go to the bathroom? Oh, wow, look at the window.
Oh, all right.
That was the main part they said was about to fall out, the whole trunk change section, but I imagine the whole thing would have caved in if those fell out.
Oh, wow.
Did they have a lid on?
And for the longest, they didn't let people in here, but they, because they would cave in with them, but they let them in this part of the jail. And so later on, they even blocked them from coming in here. But, I said, I didn't know it was that bad, but now you let people in here. And everything lockable, back in those days would have been lockable. There was 2 people allowed in those jail cells, and, because they were the drunk tank, and they figured being drunk was not that much of a crime. It's just they had to get them off the streets for their safety and other people's safety. Impound their horses or later on their cars behind the jail here.
So
Now,
the
this is
drunk-
one of the cells, if you want to see one of them that still works. That one over there, we can't get it to work, but so we got this one all screwed out now.
Ay, mi mamá se quedó allá abajo.
Everything
Vete,
lockable.
mamá.
Would have been locked back in those days, but later years, you can see how long it's been since it's been locked, it's only frozen open. And these here hadn't been locked in a long time, but we finally got these freed up enough. And I think once in a while they might lock them in this part, but this is the lock box. The locks had locks on them. Which, in 1995, that's what they said, everything lockable would have been locked. And this is the dog trot, and prisoners would still be in their cells. Wow. Those registers were put in later, they would have had buckets to do their business in.
Ay.
And that opens up the cells, and then the bottom of the door there, that might lock later, they put the food. People do that.
And who was here in this one that is all locked? The ones that committed a very bad crime?
I guess. I think they put just basically any, this was the cells for the prisoners, I guess. The ones over there are pretty bad too, but
Well, this will get to you after a few days, you know?
I would say just take me on up and hang me. I would die of claustrophobia. And that little fireplace over there, that's where they bring coals up from down below to keep the prisoners warm. That was another job for the trustee. And the original bedding was hammocks. See those flat
I was wondering what
things?
these were for.
2 up there, 2 hammocks there, 2 down there. Because there could be 4 prisoners in there.
Wow.
And we got a hammock over here that they put together. And one of the original ones was right here to your left, but only one piece we could find. They found it upstairs in the attic. They thought they were so smart throwing them all away out back in their day, but now people always did stuff that didn't need anymore, but now we just wish we could find one. That's a replica though.
Right.
And later on, they put
Take a picture of that, we might need to put those in the house.
that was the best way to keep down bed bugs and other
Well, yeah,
things.
you can just take them out there and put them in a water trough full of creosote,
Yeah,
bring them back up, that'll deal with the lice and everything else.
lice and what have you, they could just, but,
This one has a window.
back in those days, it was really bad. They also have scorpions in the jail here, so I imagine they still have them sometimes. I
What is
don't
that
like
little
spiders.
walkway?
I'm sorry?
What is the little walkway in between?
Yeah, that's just, these were all put in, they were already made when they walked down from up north. And all they had to do was just put it together. You had to put a piece of space in between them.
Wow. Look at that. And I guess this is where they hung them.
I was said we were not told
Look at this one.
got killed by the other 3.
Real walkway.
Yeah. I just can't imagine them here.
Oh, man.
In later years, they would leave. And I think every once in a while they let them lock that door there.
Got a good crowd control, that man, put smoke up,
Yeah.
fill it up with smoke.
What do you think that was for? Because I never really could figure that one out.
I said, it would be, they probably could put a flue up to it, run smoke up there, calm it down.
Because that is kind of like a vent or something.
Do you like it, Cielo?
Probably take care of it.
Yeah.
All the years I've been buying and walking around the outside, I've never been inside of it. It's really
Blew open also.
Yeah, later years, some of them, if they were real bad, I guess they'd lock them in that, at least in the dog trot. But they wouldn't lock them in their cells. And this locks the cells. In the early years, everything lockable, including that door, would have been locked. They were so meticulous.
Yes. And what about these steps? What are they?
That's the Queen's throne. This one will.
Yeah.
That all stuff was put in later.
Ah, okay.
When they finally got sewer and water hooked up to this place.
Oh, okay.
And so you can see it's just kind of like slapped in there. Got one in there too, they put in later. They did a lot of repair work on these walls. They had cracks so big you could put your whole hand in them. And I can't even tell where they were now. And they did a lot of replastering, kind of blended it in so well. This is where they would ground into the wall to see what was behind it, see how the rocks were behind it. And they're just pieces of granite that's haphazardly, this one or whatever. They're not really formed for that. So that the outer 6 inches though is the ones that are formed and shaped and made to look real nice. But these here, they cover them up. It was cheaper to, they were cheaper, so they made a little saving there, I guess. They're not making them all the way through. I used to work in granite here in Llano at Premier Granite, where the living word granite is now.
These names, I guess these were long time.
Yeah, they wanted to try to keep all the graffiti. They had to destroy some of it to repair those cracks and stuff. But some of it goes way back. I have never really tried to
read some of it. Some people said 18 something. I said, oh, that's what you found one that goes back that far? All right. But I forget where they were reading that at. I think it was up here. But, and that on the other side is just the same as on this side. But my dad and I came up here in '71. Daddy was a preacher to visit he visited a prisoner named Sam Rubon. He was in that cell over there. But Daddy took me with him. There's a lot of rooms here, and I think they probably could have walked around if they wanted to get a little exercise.
Keep them going,
Yeah.
So this the trap door for the hand? Right here?
Yeah.
Oh, really, is it?
No.
I thought maybe that was it.
Yeah, and this is the same as the over here, when Dad and I came up here, Sam Rudolph was in there, still there, and I don't even think it has, that door's broke off of it, and I don't think it was, but, I think it was broke off. That's how life were, even back in the '70s, remember you locked these doors. He might have locked this one here, and I think he might have been locked in this second part. And evidently, though, they let him out sometimes, but they put his name all over the place.
I suppose you could get in here in the summer. Did it get pretty hot in here in the summer, or the stone?
Oh, yeah. I gave some tours in the summer. Well, the walls does kind of help somewhat, but once it heats up in here, I mean, I get one tour, go down there and sit by my fan, and if I could, I can rest out in someone out on the floor. Which I love giving tours, but I love this place. And you can see some of the graffiti around here. They had a few breakouts here, and there's one that they told us about from that window over there. A guy saw through the bars and jumped down to the ground level, broke his leg.
Yeah, I bet it did.
And then they scooped him up, take him to get his cast on, sign his cast, and put him back in jail. That's what I say anyway. They didn't put him back in jail, they didn't get him. He broke his leg.
Look at the graffiti. Dated to the 1800s. Look at the graffiti here.
You know, you think that, spend a weekend when you scare you straight.
You know,
You want to act right.
some of the, you see those marks people cut there, count how long they live here. I guess they didn't days.
Oh my God. This is so little. So little.
The next level up, would have been more jail cells, and Llano had his big bust in the early 1900s. It was called the Iron City, anyway. Iron Beam, then the Iron Bust happened. And did you want to go to the Iron? Okay. The Iron Bust happened. and
Wow.
Llano-
Oh my.
Llanos there were over 10,000 people at that time.
Well, go back down.
No. I'll do it.
So they didn't need these cells up here. But they did have a deputy walk around up here at times to keep tabs on the prisoners down below.
Oh,
Now, that's the death drop level.
there it is.
You just hang on to the rails. We usually don't like to let kids up any higher because it's going to fall.
I understand that.
But we leave that to the parents. If the parents want to let them up, okay, we'll let them on up. Did you want to go up any higher? Okay.
Let me go first.
And there's 13 steps. That was traditional for gallows.
1,
13
2,
loops
3,
on the rope.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh my God. This is where they hung. This is where they hung the people.
making everything.
Scary.
Now, that's the attic, that's what they found the last piece of the, hammock. And these more or less how they look, but that kind of.
Let me see if I can turn that.
So this is where the trap door would have been, the pressure would have come out there.
It's dark.
Trap door.
Smells
hanging
like,
down right
do you
here.
smell that, you know? Like
And
tobacco?
this here would open up all the way down to the bottom floor, that's if they could add pulleys and stuff, they could lower his body all the way down to the first floor.
Heaven forbid the funeral director had to.
Smells
haul him
like
down the
tobacco,
stairs.
like
I
banana tobacco.
you've got that with two bodies. The body of Karen and your body, so you fall and kill yourself.
I don't know, funeral directors probably do a pretty good job because
Yeah.
they wanted to pay.
Well, they would have the execution up there, probably the preacher. Wow, and then the criminal, and he'd walk through that gate and out on the traffic door. Down here, they would have foreigners or someone knocked out here, and that is fresh flavor.
At the very top.
I don't think they would have had to worry much about. Anyway.
Like and share, please. Like and share. This is Llano's Jail Museum. This is where they hung the people.
Careful, Jim.
Careful.
I'm sorry?
Oh,
Oh, okay, I thought they were. I was like yours. Here you go. Wow, kind of hear me. We did have a breakout up here, two guys, we sit down there by the attic here, three together, torn up sheets to make a rope, and they had bars there, chiseled out so they could just pull them out whenever they're ready to go, and put them back in so the jailer would not think that they could mess with it. And when they got the rope all ready, because they didn't hide in the attic or the jailer would come up and like the sweet innocent reading their Bible or whatever. And smoking, they let them come up here and smoke, because that was later years, and they were very lax. And, one night during the night, they went out that window there, with the rope. And the officer comes by the next morning, stopped and said, all right, why y'all have your laundry hanging all over the roof? And that's how they found out they had breakouts.
oh, wow.
And I'm not sure if they caught those two guys.
That window needs to really be replaced quick.
I'm sorry?
That window,
Oh,
the
yeah.
rain coming in from the south.
Look how old the hinges are.
We need to cover that. That was.
In the old one.
Really?
See
the hinges?
Oh,
When I was in this room all back, that's when they put the floor in. There's someone
So
that unlocked
old.
that
Look at that.
window, and it swung like that. I guess I believe that's what did it. I hope no one broke it on purpose. But someone that also messed with this gate here, because that's when they were doing those floors, we didn't come over here and butt on it.
excuse me,
But,
sir. Do you?
What is it?
He's counting.
Oh, steps, yeah.
13.
Oh, okay, you're right here.
Do you smoke pipe or vanilla tobacco? Do you?
No.
It smells a lot.
I think, I don't know, when they were making putting the flooring down there, some of them might come in here and smoked also, I don't know. And that might be why they had that window open. And that way, they could lock it back and the wind slammed it and broke it.
How many hangings do you reckon they had in here?
We don't have no records. I don't even have, can't even find records of my great-grandfather with his tenure as a sheriff in the 20s and also jailer. Because so many of the records were lost,
Right.
courthouse fires and stuff. But I always say some of the people just destroyed it because they didn't want other people knowing what had happened here.
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm sorry?
Absolutely. They don't want to see the deeds or anything. They wanted our wills. Burn the place down. Grandpa died.
Yeah, that's so many courthouse fires that might have been done on purpose. And, you know, but the county had been doing things.
They would hang from
criminally
there,
or whatever.
from that
They-
beam?
They want to have truckers, so the state wouldn't come in here and.
Here would be the drop.
Yeah, we
Whip
were,
up on
when Gail Ligon was
Where did they
sheriff.
hang them
Yeah.
from?
Probably across
Pine
the,
Hills behind him up there, in the
Pine
house,
Hills down,
it was between Gail
down
Ligon
by
and
Dorn.
Tommy, oh, what's Tommy's last name? Get Tommy Garrett, no, he had a ranch over,
Garrett.
yeah,
That's so familiar.
yeah, he had a big ranch over there, his mother did.
Now, one of them live over here by the old hotel, one of the deputies did, yeah, I'm not sure if that was Childers or,
I don't know.
but anyway, they were real nice guys. They stopped, when I was just going out to drive, I went in to get Lee, and he stopped me and, gave me a ticket, a whole bunch of tickets, to the, little circus.
That's
thing
where they
down
hung them
here.
and
Us kids was driving around.
this is a drop
Wish
off
we could go to
right
it,
there.
we didn't know
A drop
when he
off.
stopped us, but I wanna give y'all a ticket. I said, well, we didn't do nothing. He said, I know, this is for the circus. That was so nice, and maybe that needs to do it. What did I do this time? But, I think that was Ligon, or, I'm not sure.
Be careful, Jim, please.
Yeah, Ligon.
Yeah, the
One
weather
of
going
them was
up.
there on the side of the river.
Go and help.
It's okay, long as I still.
Ain't no hurry.
Oh, I'm not gonna be in a hurry on that.
I mean, it was real serious.
I'm the one that's got titanium in my neck and my lower back, so I know the last thing I need to do.
I tell you, it smells like tobacco, vanilla tobacco going down.
It's the first pair of those I've had.
Yeah.
Tommy, my son-in-law here, he told me he was good.
You were the guy that made food to get to the bridge up here, Thompson.
Yes.
His son, let's go make food up there on the south, north bank of the river.
Yes.
And that Thompson, I think he still doing it. And, these are what they tied in the outer walls to, because this center part was much sturdier, so that's the brackets they started to tie them in. And after those guys did their little statement here, they started off this door, not letting any of the prisoners back up
door,
there.
Oh,
door, they could close it.
Yeah.
wow.
Oh, I should have that for you. You sure hang on to the rails.
Oh, I was, okay. I'm gonna go very, very, very.
Yes,
slow.
please.
That's
Yes,
what I
please.
think. People behind me, they get in a hurry. I'm like, no, don't get in a hurry. Now, that's where they see some of the ghosties. I said, in the area.
You ever in here at night?
Oh, yeah, I come in here.
It's pretty creepy, ain't it?
I sit there in that chair and watch the eclipse here.
Really?
With my ghost friends.
Oh, wow.
I told them, don't you jump down and stay blue or you'll kill me. It got darker than I thought it would. You know, I see my hand in front of me. Yeah. It sounds weird too. Yeah, I'd be up here so many times, I hear people coming up the stairs, and I go down to see who it is, because I know I walk on the door, so there would be no one there. Not too long ago, we were a lady, she heard voices. She said, what are those people laughing? I said, what people? She said, I hear voices, and they were coming out of the attic. She said, you got someone hiding in the attic. I said, no, that's not ghostly, friends. She could hear them talking.
So that they can
No,
lower
if
the
I had
bodies
my
down.
glasses
Ah,
on, I
okay.
could never make it down here.
Oh, yeah.
Those trifocals,
Yes, sir. Wow.
well, they're for girls.
My doctor gave me a prescription for glasses, and I haven't got them yet. I know I need them. I can see how far off fairly well. Up close, I can't see nothing. Now, this,
Well, the tourist is almost over, guys. Hope you like it. Please share.
I mean, cells.
Thank you.
Whenever there was a woman here, and she would have the whole side to herself. Because they wouldn't put a man inside her. They'd have a curtain up here for the woman, and she'd be frisked by the jailer's wife. And, if they had more than one woman, they could put up to 4 women on this side over here. There's 2 people per cell, just like over here. That was the drunk tank until they had a woman and then they put her in there.
I can still smell her perfume.
Yeah. You see this, what's left of the mirror that they had there. For her to do her lipstick and stuff in.
John,
Wisdom.
love,
I knew him.
and
Did you know any of the
Dixie.
Wisdoms? Because that's one of them up there. Jeannie Smar, yeah, when you said you're Smars, I always think of Jeannie Smar. Redhead. seems like.
Yes.
Yeah, you remember?
Oh, of course I did.
All right.
The mean little heifer.
And there was a boy, a Smar boy, I feel like I remember.
Jerry.
Jerry, yeah. And,
Jerry and Jeannie were adopted by Kenneth and Jane.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
I like Jeannie. We took band together and, we couldn't play no instruments, so we were in the back of the listen to everyone else play. They tried to get us to play instruments, but we couldn't figure them out. They'd make us march with them at times though, and we'd always get messed up. So.
Jeannie was as tough as nails.
Yeah. Her, Anna Ingersoll was another one of our clique. We would call it the nerds. Whatever.
Riff Raff?
Yeah.
Look where they fed them.
I don't know if Jeannie did or not, but a lot of us had some issues with our mental capacity.
Oh, wow, Mama, was really
Did your
cool.
video?
Yes, everything.
They didn't really.
Yes, really
Yeah, I
neat.
was there sitting down and said, oh, I wish I could go up
So
there.
you could have gave tours down here for people while we.
You get a lot of people that come through for tours?
Every